In 2005, a wrestling rivalry started which became so personal that literally family members got involved in it. I'm talking about the rivalry of Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, a rivalry which everybody should know, a rivalry which actually became legendary. Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero's first single match in WWE happened on an episode of SmackDown. It was a random exhibition match and the rivalry was not started yet, but this rivalry started with a friendship. Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero teamed up to win the tag team championships. They started working together and they defeated Basham Brothers at No Way Out 2005 for the tag team championships and became the new tag team champion. Next week on SmackDown, they again faced the Basham Brothers, but this time you know what happened? Rey Mysterio accidentally hit 619 to his own partner, Eddie Guerrero. They still managed to win the match, but after this, we knew something was off between them. As the weeks passed, Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio's friendship started becoming strong. There was Chavo in between trying to separate Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, but their friendship was strong. Now after this, WrestleMania season was near, and Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio both didn't had a match at WrestleMania. So Eddie Guerrero proposed an idea to Rey Mysterio. He said, let's do a Eddie Guerrero vs Rey Mysterio match at WrestleMania. And Rey Mysterio agreed to that idea. And the match was set Rey Mysterio vs Eddie Guerrero at WrestleMania 21. The match started in a respectful manner, and this was the first time where the tag team champions are facing each other in a singles match at WrestleMania. And Rey Mysterio won that match. But they were still the tag team champions and their friendship was okay. But then Teddy Long announces a tournament of number one contender for WWE Championship. Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero both were part of that tournament. Rey Mysterio was going to face JBL in the first round, but during this match, in order to help Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero came and punched JBL, making JBL the winner by disqualification. Eddie Guerrero costed Rey Mysterio his championship opportunity. Now things were still looking good between Mysterio and Eddie, but then Mysterio costed Eddie Guerrero his championship opportunity by doing this. Kurt Angle won the match and Eddie Guerrero also lost his chance to win the WWE Championship. Now things were still good between them until this happened. Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio took on Eminem for the Tag Team Championship, and Eddie and Rey lost the match and tag titles. After the match, Eddie blamed Rey Mysterio for losing the championship and Eddie pushed Rey Mysterio, but Rey didn't sit quiet this time. He also gave a punch on Eddie's face. Now things started getting bitter between Eddie and Rey, but they still got the chance to win the championship back. So they again faced Eminem for the tag team championship, but Eddie was literally not in mood. He refused to take tag from Rey Mysterio. Eminem assaulted Rey Mysterio and Eddie was just watching it quietly. Now after this, Eddie started abusing Rey Mysterio a lot. He tried to poke a hole in Rey Mysterio's mask. He also gave a vicious suplex to Rey Mysterio on the steel steps, and Rey was alone at that time. Chavo was on Eddie's side, and then the day comes, because of all this stuff, a match was set between Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio at Judgment Day 2005. The match was on, and when Rey Mysterio was going for the West Coast pop, Eddie Guerrero ended the match due to disqualification. Eddie started beating Rey Mysterio by chair after chair and then he went back. The rivalry wasn't over. Eddie tried everything to make Rey Mysterio's life a living hell. He was locking Rey Mysterio inside a truck, but because of all these, they have a match at SmackDown, which was a really long match, almost 30 minutes, but Rey Mysterio somehow managed to win the match. But after this week, the feud literally took an unexpected turn. Next week, Eddie Guerrero gave an interview where he told that he's going to tell some truth. After some time, Eddie came in the ring and showed some footage with Dominik Mysterio. Everybody was stunned. What the hell is this? And people were confused. And then Rey Mysterio came and said that not to go there. Eddie threatens Rey Mysterio and tells him to beg on his knees. Helpless Rey Mysterio couldn't do anything rather than following Eddie's order. Next week on SmackDown, Eddie told Rey that he's going to be his partner against Eminem, and if he refused, he will tell the truth. Rey Mysterio agreed. Eddie played his dirty tricks again. Next week on SmackDown, Rey didn't came, so Eddie Guerrero was furious, and he was just going to reveal the secret about Rey's family. But Eddie's wife Vicky Guerrero came and stopped Eddie for doing all this stuff. Eddie said that he challenges Rey Mysterio at the Great American Bash, and if Rey Mysterio wins, he will not tell the secret. But if he loses, he will tell all the secrets to WWE Universe. So the match was set at the Great American Bash and Rey Mysterio defeated him. Rey Mysterio was so happy. Dominik was also there. Next week on SmackDown, Eddie revealed the truth, the secret, and he said,
Ray is not your father!
Dominik ran away. He wasn't able to believe all this stuff. So next week on SmackDown, Eddie brought an unknown woman, and I think that woman was a lawyer or something. She showed Rey Mysterio the custody of Dominik papers. So now Rey Mysterio didn't have any clue what to do. So next week on SmackDown, Rey Mysterio came with a plan. He said to Eddie Guerrero, "You never beat Rey Mysterio." Eddie got angry and then he challenged Eddie to face in a custody of Dominik ladder match at SummerSlam 2005. Eddie accepted it, and then the day comes SummerSlam 2005. The camera was also on Dominik, but Rey Mysterio won the match and got back his son, Dominik. Now the feud should have ended here, but they went one step ahead, or you can say a bonus match happened on an episode of SmackDown, a steel cage match which Eddie Guerrero won by giving a frog splash from the top of the cage. And this was the end of this rivalry. This rivalry is one of the examples of what is professional wrestling. One of the biggest rivals on screen, but really good friends off screen. This was the best. Anyways, that's it for the video, guys. I hope you have liked this video. Till then, see you soon.